Muy buenas a todos y bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Vale, voy a dejar de guardar por aquí. Vamos a seguir con el juicio. A ver cómo es este juicio, porque ahora vamos a ser nosotros los que estamos acusados. A ver, September 9, 9:52 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look. ¿Cómo? Prosecutor Edgeworth? I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie. To avoid being found out, there's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him. Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They are not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. ¿Cómo? Voy a defenderme a mí mismo. Con los cojones bien puestos, September 9, 10 AM. District Court, courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, it's me. Vamos a hacer una objection. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I'd appreciate your demeanor. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. ¿Cómo lo toca, Mira, este es el asesino. O sea, está claro. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Brillante. Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanconino. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanconino. I'm the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Otro pequeño corte. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. Otro corte, un segundo. Uf, perdón por tantos cortes seguidos, pero es que me han hecho pa por todos sitios, varias cosas. That would be a... A ver, me lo pongo aquí, un poquito más cerca. se me escuche bien y bien alto. I would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho. Shining. I hope you made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. A ver, ¿qué dice? Let's see. It was about 9, I believe. I was quietly persifying, reading to you some papers. Y yo utilizo mucho la palabra peruse en inglés. Es una cosa que a mí me hace mucha gracia. Oh, just perusing. Solo ojeando, solo echando un vistazo. Y que aquí este pavo me utilice la palabra o que en juegos me salga, digo, hostia. Y no voy a... me va a matar. There is some papers by the window. Then I heard the bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, when I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. I mean, Mr. Wright? Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. A cross-examination. Venga. Let's see, it was about 9. Are you sure? How do you know what time it was? Because I'm always absolutely perfect, you know? No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9. It happened soon after room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. Ahora, press farther un poquito. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss Fay. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course she could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at the time? I was quietly perusing a newspaper. Anda a preguntar. By the window? You mean the one directly across from Fee & Co. law offices? Correct. That is the only window you see. And there you were reading papers. Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel. And I'm a busy man who had business to do. Then I heard the bedlam coming from outside. A bedlam? Must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right, you've made a career out of snooping. Son of a bitch. Then I saw him. Spiky hair? Spiky haired? Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? It's perfect. Counting both eyes, 40. Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fey office firm? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fey woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know. After all, I am el presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. You could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. ¿Qué pone aquí? The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but struck when... Objection! Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is it? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the thing ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Ugh. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Or both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. A ver si comprendéis esto, cuidado. Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Si se fue hacia la izquierda, se fue hacia la derecha, es porque él lo vio que se fue hacia la izquierda, porque es su izquierda, ¿comprende? Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fiu & Co, of course. Madre mía, cómo está ahí Phoenix dándole caña. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. Take that! This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. ¿Casualidad? No lo creo. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion? The postulation of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor? Might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can fix a broken testimony, buddy. A ver, She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May, sir. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Me la voy a jugar que flipas, ¿eh? Ahora voy a ir directamente a lo que creo. And then you hit her savagely. This is what you saw. No, she ran to the right. Presento that from a blown. Well, I have lived a few minutes before. ¿Le doy a esto ahora? Cuidado, Objection. Mr. White, cuidado, The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Madre mía, me he saltado. He ido directo a meterle. ¿Cómo he calado a este pavo, Mr. White, por favor? Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. We would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. Objection! The witness is confused because he is lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice! Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. The two accounts. Cuidado, que le he metido en 2 minutos. ¡Pum! Me lo he tragado. We'll see. I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran to the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Twap. Aquí habrá que presionarle un poquito, creo. Twap, indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Está a punto de morir, well, you see, I looked at the window when I heard that thing fall. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that. The glass light stand. Right. The one that had fallen we had seen. Phoenix, didn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah. That is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Huh? What? You're saying that you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. So sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. The glass stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Well, why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait, one moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. White's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue the account. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Miss Mia? Mr. White, did you know the victim's personality? No, 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 triple no. How would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness. You're in a little fluster, Edgeworth. The killer, you attack her, but she dodged. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. But she turned and ran for the door. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. What? No, 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 not me. The killer, I mean. He gave chase. Ah, estamos calando. Mr. White, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Oh, right. Thank you, Miles. Then you did her in a single blow. Twap! Twap? That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. Oh, yes, well, I'm a man of peace, you see. Phoenix, he's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something, but it won't be easy. No podés, que lo he hecho bien. Mr. White? It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oh, qué puto amo que soy! Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big problem here. What problem is it, Mr. White? Let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct, that is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, and impeccable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Porque está aquí. Está detrás de la ventana. Bueno. Boom, presento. Take that! Look at this. These are the floor pans of the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Vaya pillar, chaval. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White? If you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There was no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fay Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Espectacular, ¿eh? Cuidado, chaval. Vaya pillada. Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Johanna? Miss Mia? He looks like we're about to get our verdict. Objection? That's far enough. Phoenix, right? Oh, what? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wire trap. The wire trap? Wiretap? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court. Se había pillado. Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blackhawk. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do, Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fee and Co. law offices. That is when I saw that Cure's lights then. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping? Ahora va de chulo. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Vale, a ver qué tal. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the funeral, of course. I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Es corto este, cuidado. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. Correct, that is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. Well, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Hay que meterle fuerte aquí, It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. I had entered the funeral. A ver. Was it really you that went into that office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay and Colo office. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fee and Co. law office. Of course, I had done so to place the wire trap. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? Damn it, there's nothing there more to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff him. No, no present. Me va a decir que no. Vale, a ver. ¿Cómo? Che. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this no more. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix? Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? ¿Qué cojones? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating? Ah, you're finally awake. Yeah. Hey, Phoenix. Ah? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me.
Oh, shit!
¿Pero qué coño? You are... Maya? Didn't you know that Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in the court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia. That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Esto es muy raro, Esto es muy raro. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record. Me estaba pensando yo, ¿y ese receipt de qué? Huh? Oh, yeah. The one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix. Wright wrote that, not me. So what can I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item? Glass light stand. Date of purchase September 4. Ya está. September 4. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. What? Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Ahora está updated. Ahora sí que puedo mostrarlo. Esto tenía que pasar en una cutscene obligatoria, vamos. ¿Qué ha pasado? Court will now convene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather... Are you right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. Wright is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. The wiretapping. Presento. Receive for the glass. The day before the murder. Ahora sí. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. Boom! I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor? Would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase. Why? That's the day before the murder. You see? Mr. Wright, when you allegedly entered Fee and Co law offices at the beginning of September. The stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Whoa, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? No way can he worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth, of course. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? Cool. If anyone is going to call Mr. Wright to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there is no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up, something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Sí, estás en la mierda. Mr. Joanna, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix? Read this note out loud. Mia? What's this? Vaya. A list of people names of Mia. Your Honor, if I may, you're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. Mia's memo. Esto lo habíamos pillado nosotros antes. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Deceased! Hold! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the finger. Case closed, Your Honor. Espectacular. Well, I see no reason to continue with this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited I was. Well. This court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Me ha hecho sudar, el puñetero. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risk a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. Oh, what? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief? I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief Mia. September 9, 9:02. Phoenix, no me seas tardón, 2 minutos tarde. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came, Mia? I was kinda worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like? You were her? I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law office, right? And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty? Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, right? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means. We are partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Do what? Burgers, Sammy, burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's wasting. Ok, wait up. Seguramente vuelva a partirlo en episodios de 20 y 20. Así que ya veremos. Pero bueno, ahora viene una historia de samuráis. Episode C, The Turnabout Samurai. Vamos a guardar el progreso, vamos que sí vamos a guardarlo. Pum. Vale. Pues hasta aquí el vídeo de hoy. Espero que os haya gustado. Y nos veremos en la próxima. Uy, estos son spoilers para la próxima. Ya veremos qué es lo que pasa, ¿vale? Porque esto, bueno, yo no sé si lo seguiré grabando pronto. Voy a parar y voy a empezar a editar esto. Ya que, para que os hagáis la idea, cuando yo estoy grabando esto, acabo de publicar, o he publicado hoy, el vídeo 7 de Papers, Please. Estamos a 4 de julio. No sé en qué año vais a ver esto, así que ya con eso os lo digo todo. Muchas gracias por ver el episodio, espero que os haya gustado, que lo hayáis disfrutado. Y nos vemos en la próxima, con más y mejor. Hasta la próxima. Adiós.